Hi, I'm Isabel Mazal. I'm a certified massage therapist and naturopath. Today I'm going to be sharing with you certain techniques that you can use at home to help alleviate any discomfort that you might have due to acid reflux, heartburn, stress, or if you're the type of person that tends to have outbursts of anger. Um, these points, these reflexology and pressure points that I'm going to share, as well as certain essential oils, will help harmonize any of these outbursts of emotions, as well as harmonize your liver function and your digestive system in general. The first thing I'm going to talk about that I think is very, very, very important, that actually I hope the confinement must have helped with some of us, is that we live in a society where things is always on the go, 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 go. So we tend to breathe very, very shallowly. We don't take very deep breaths. We don't breathe from our bellies like we used to when we were babies. So I think that the first thing we should start doing, if we are the type of people that are usually stressed or anxious, that we take maybe a couple of times a day where we take a couple of deep breaths, okay? And just doing that, I think, can really help add more zenness in your life and really center you in. So what I mean by deep breaths is that you're going to be breathing from your belly. So it's like as if you're pulling on your belly button. Someone's like pulling on your belly button, and you're just letting the air fill your diaphragm. Because your diaphragm is a big, huge muscle that, since we breathe so shallowly, it's so constrained. It's so it never has time to expand, So we need to expand that muscle and make use of it. Just like inhale and then just let it come back to its normal state, and it will just propel the air out, and you'll just naturally exhale. So I would suggest that you start with that, with your breathing, with the deep breathing from your belly button, and then just exhaling naturally. Just that feels great. The second thing that we're going to look at is the reflexology points on your feet. The feet are very sensitive. They have over 7,000 nerve endings. So that's why it feels so great when someone rubs your feet. It's like, oh my God, can I have a foot rub? And it feels wonderful. So not only it'll help you relax, but it actually has certain reflex points that you can use to aid with your digestion. So if you have a partner that's willing to do this little massage on you, that's great. If not, you can do it by yourself. It feels just as good. Okay? So I'm going to show you the first point. Okay, so right here we have the big toe, okay? And you have the second toe. So right between the two webs, right here in the front, just gonna pull it towards the big toe. Okay, just gonna pull it towards the big toe, a little massage towards the big toe between the web of the two toes. Okay, so this is great for people who tend to have outbursts of anger. Okay, they tend to have a really flushed face, red eyes, red tongue. They tend to be very full of energy, hot-tempered. This is really good for them. It really helps bring in more yin. Okay, expel any excess heat, help the liver function better, the energy of the liver function better. It's a good reflex to use. Okay, the next one I'm going to be showing you is to go along the esophagus and trachea. And again, we're talking about reflex points on the foot, okay? since when you have acidity or reflux, it's like the fumes from the acidity in your belly is going upwards, and it doesn't belong there. So we're going to make sure that we massage down the the reflex point for the esophagus so that things stay like it has downward movement, things stay downwards where they belong. Okay. So here we have the ball of the foot, and we're going to focus mostly at first on the ball of the foot of the big toe. So we're going to be massaging downwards. Okay. You can do like a little caterpillar movement, and you go all the way around the big toe like this. Just little caterpillar movements. You can do that a couple of times, okay? Just remember that you always have to be going downwards, meaning towards the heel of the foot, and that you're not going to do it upwards because that's the opposite movement that you want. So as we were talking about the diaphragm, okay, so this in reflexology represents the diaphragm right here underneath the ball of the foot, you know, and here comes like a little peak right here. Right here you have the solar plexus reflex. So you can press that a couple of times and take deep breaths when you press in, and then you let go when you exhale. So it's wonderful. Okay? Take deep breaths in, and then you push in when you exhale. Okay. Now, what you can do is after you finish doing that, okay, you're going to go and massage each end of the diaphragm. So you're going to go out this way. So you can either use your fingers like this, you know, or you can use your thumb and just massage like this. Okay? And you do that on each side, you know, like that. So like this, you've actually massaged the pressure, the reflex point for the diaphragm. So obviously I am going to be asking you to please take in some nice deep breaths while you're doing it, because you're actually working the reflex point as well. So it's like you're doing the double the work. Okay. The next thing, the next pressure point I'm going to show you, it will help calm you down, harmonize your energies, you know, keep you centered, you know, work on your breath again. We're talking about the breath. So it's a very, very soothing point, okay, that you can use. If ever you're having an overwhelming feeling of like your emotions, you know, and you just want to like calm things down, okay? So it's very easily found on your wrist, right here, okay? So you're going to measure 2 fingers, and you're just going to press. You're going to find like there's a little peak between the tendons here, and you just press there. And you can take nice deep breaths while you're pressing. You can do that for like 1 to 3 minutes. And you do it on both sides, okay? The next point is going to be for people who tend to have heartburn, you know, after they have a meal, you know, or people with acid reflux. It's a way to massage the esophageal sphincter to make sure that it stays closed and it doesn't open up and let out all the fumes and the acidity from your stomach, you know. So you're just going to press it down. So basically it's at the end of your sternum. So for women it's where your bra line is. You're going to find like a little peak like this where you have the rib cage that does like this, okay? And you're going to measure maybe 2 fingers, okay? 2 fingers from that little peak that I was talking to you about. And then you're just gonna press downwards. You're gonna massage it downwards, okay? You're gonna massage it downwards because you wanna make sure that it doesn't open up to let the fumes out. You just wanna make sure everything goes downward, which is what you want for your digestive system. It just always keeps going down. That's what you want. So you should do that before a meal to prevent you from having any excess acidity issues, okay? I think that all of the things the pressure points that I've showed you combined is a great way to prevent any of the discomfort that you might experience from those things, as well as using essential oils. Yes, essential oils. So you can take peppermint oil or spearmint oil, essential oil, authentic essential oil. You can take a drop of peppermint under the tongue. Okay, make sure it's authentic and that it's food grade, that you can actually ingest it before and after a meal. This will help facilitate the function of your stomach, of your liver when you're eating. Okay, so it will really help with your digestive system, as well as spearmint. I say peppermint just because peppermint essential oil can be used for so many other things. So it's a great thing to have in your green pharmacy because it has a lot of different properties and usage. You can also use celery essential oil. That is a great thing, as the same before and after a meal, as well as well, we're mostly talking about heartburn here. So those are the two that I would suggest for more of those symptoms. We also want to have essential oils that are soothing and calming to us. I know that a lot of people use lavender, but there are many different types of lavender essential oil, and some people just don't like the smell. So the other two oils that I think are very pleasant that you can mix together or use separately is geranium and lemon zest. They smell delicious and they're very, very soothing. You can apply them behind your ears, on your wrists, or any creases because it helps assimilate better. But you can also use it in a diffuser, but I just think that they smell so delicious that they automatically take you to a more calm, soothing, zen place. So those are the ones that I would suggest that you add in your little routine. And the breathing, please, the breathing is key. So I hope you liked my little video. If you have any questions, you can always leave comments below, and I will gladly answer them for you. Have a great day.